Go ahead, Scar. What are we looking at?
Well, I just want to point out that McGregor here did some good things. He, in my opinion, is the best edge pass rusher for Michigan. I thought he did some good things. We didn't have much success at all against their left tackle. Everybody got happy against their right tackle here. But I'm going to run this thing. He makes the quarterback step up in the pocket, beats this kid just to get him to move. Now, the quarterback makes a bad throw, but I always want to, you want to try to get the quarterback moved from his spot. This was impressive because this was the only time we beat this tackle. I'm going to get into this. This kid was pretty good, and we didn't. And all of our success came against their right tackle, but he beats him. McGregor beats him. I think he's our best edge rusher right now. He makes him step up, and we get the interception, catch the ball. Good job. Everybody's blocking here. That stuff is coached. Don't clip, Mozzie. Get a nice return. Great deal there. Anything, Denny? If you want to see more of a play, but otherwise, I'm going to go on to the next one. I thought that was a good job by McGregor. Good pressure there.
What was your word when you were a coach and your team intercepted it? I remember you used to say bingo.
Denny, that is the most overrated thing in football because can you imagine playing in front of 100,000 people and you think anybody's hearing anything?
No. So you just have to know. You just have to know it's time to look for somebody and block. Don't clip, and see if you can get a block. You just do that. You don't need any bingo words. All right.
Yeah. So let's get this thing back. All right, what's going on here? Pause it here. I want to look.
I'll just say this while you're queuing it up. It's I'm pretty good at contacts, and I'm not going to go overboard and anything else, but it's really hard not to go overboard when you even say this. Even before I say it, I feel like oh boy, Braden McGregor looks a little bit like Hayden Hutchinson, and just that particular rep. I mean, he's got the size. He got off the ball really good. He used a great move. He made a beeline towards the quarterback and then lunged at him and was able to put the pressure on him. He looked like number 97 out there. So we know that was just one play, one rep. It was Colorado State, but I liked what I saw there for Braden McGregor.
Yeah, I met him. I shook his hand. He's as big as he's tall. He's this good 6'6" kid. I love this play. I want to show you the athleticism of our center here. This is an inside zone. We had good success running inside zone in the power play. I just want you to watch the athleticism of our center here. He's gonna secure this gap. He's gonna help double on the 3 technique. And he's got the athleticism to come off on the linebacker. And this is why you want athletic offensive linemen that can come and get to a linebacker. Okay, and we got Barnhart up here too. He's able to come off and get to a linebacker. But this shows toughness. And just watch our center come off, get to the linebacker, and then watch how he finishes here, puts the kid on his back. It's a 7-yard run, but it's beautiful. I just thought that was great. Great job by our center here. Let's get to another play I like.
Well, the one thing we can say about the center now, it took a while, but now that we have one game in the books, we do know how to say his name. Now, you can just say Olu for his first name, or you can call him Oluskin, because that's his name. But while it looked like Olawatimi, it is pronounced Olawatimi. Olawatimi for those that are scoring at home, and it's a good name to know because he is the real deal, and that was a little nice secondary move there, getting up into the second level by 55 there. Good job, Jim.
I want to point this play out because we ran this exact play. I'm going to show it. We run it for a touchdown. We ran the exact play, the play before, and picked up 2 yards. They basically stopped it. And a lot of times coaches will get away from something, but they made a minor adjustment. The running back read it a little different, and it's a touchdown. We get the nice kick out up here, and I'm going to go through it slow, and I'm going to show you, the little adjustment, the little tweak that we made. But this is our number one run play, and Jim talked about Keegan having a great game. So now we're pulling the play side guard. Keegan had a great game. He's going to come and kick out the first thing he sees. And now we're pulling the backside tackle. Okay, we're pulling the backside tackle, 77 here. Or no, they're pulling 55, and we're going to try to get 71 up in here too. So we're pulling the play side guard in the center. Play side guard in the center. The play side guard is going to look, he's going to read this block, hopefully kick him out. If that's the way he's playing it, he reads it, he kicks him out. Ulu's going to come in here and read this guy. If he comes upfield, he'll drive him to the sideline. If he can get his left shoulder on him and seal him inside like he does there, he will. Now, the adjustment Cora made is instead of coming back inside, he uses his speed and beats him to the pylon. The play before, he kind of got bottled up, but we ran the same play 2 times in a row. I kind of like that as a coach because a lot of times when you stop a play, defenses think, oh, we're not going to see it again. And they came right back to it, which is good. I want to show you this play because this bugged me. They did this twice, and Minter covered it, and he talked about it in his press conference there, what he said after the game. Let's get to this play here.
All right.
Now this is a little drag route, and we got a coverage here. Okay, and we're going to play zone with these 3 guys underneath. And they ran this twice against. This is 3rd and 14. This bugged the heck out of me. And it happened twice, so I don't blame the player. If it happened twice, this is the scheme. This is coaching. Clinksdale and Minter got it figured out because this is way too much. 3rd and 14. This little drag route right here. This guy right here, he's coming underneath. Our linebacker's getting a late break. He takes a bad angle. He should be coming up angling here, but he's angling here. You got to know your speed versus his speed. Takes a bad angle, and the guy gets the first down. So this stuff is this happened twice against us. So I don't blame the kid when it happens twice. You understand, Denny? You blame the kid if it happens once. If it happens again, then it's the scheme. You're not coaching it properly.
I'm having flashbacks to that year that Indiana did it against Michigan, and then Ohio State worked them over on those crossing routes. That was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 2019. So, crossing routes are tough. Would you like them to position the safety a little closer to the line of scrimmage, or what would you say?
I'm having a little technical issue. I can't clear my deal here. He just has to feel it better. And Denny, the coaches didn't emphasize. He's got to loosen quicker and feel it. I'll show you another play later. Now, this is something I didn't notice it when the game was going on. Michigan was subbing a lot of edge guys in here in passing situations. Okay, now here we're running a stunt. We're going to ask this inside kid, Barry, the defensive lineman. You remember the Northwestern game last week when I told you how they asked him to contain, 300-pound guy to contain, and he lost contain?
Yeah.
Well, he's a young kid, and he's going to lose contain, and it's going to be a first down. And we got to get this straightened out. Coaches will get it figured out, but let's walk it through slowly. They bring a little stunt. They're bringing a linebacker from here. We got 4 at the line, but we're bringing a guy out here. Okay, so we're bringing a guy off the edge, and we do a good job. We get him to flush. Okay, but Barry, for some reason, he's peeking inside. He's right here. He's peeking inside, and he gets in trouble now. Looking and see how he looked inside, Denny?
I guess he should have been leveraging that, not getting inside those.
Yeah, he should have been working outside of this thing. He should have stayed outside of this tackle right here. He should have stayed outside, keep the quarterback inside the defense, and it'd have been a sack. But he's taking an inside go on that tackle, and he's rolling the dice with other people's money.
Yeah, it looks like he almost beat a double team there. Maybe he got a little bit too excited.
Yeah, but Denny, he's got to contain. You have to contain.
I believe you. I don't know.
You have to contain. He's not out here containing, and he loses contain. And he's a young kid. He's a defensive lineman. That's why I saw a lot of what Michigan did. They substituted a lot of. Let me get to the next play here. I want to show. let's see. We got that.
Rayshawn Benny is the player that you were showing there, number 26, who did show some, and in particular, he lost contain there, but he was in and made a few plays. I like.
Oh yeah, he's a good player. He uses his hands well, and he comes off blocks. He's going to be fine. Okay, here's more pressure. Now, let's take a look at this. Again, we got a 4-man front. Let's see how we bring the pressure. We bring a backer from out here. We end up dropping a nose guard. Okay, we drop a nose guard. And we bring it. So we bring two backers off the edge. This gives him an inside go now, Denny. He can go inside on this tackle because this guy is going to contain. These are the stunts I always liked as a defensive end because now I get a chance to go inside. So Harrell now has an inside go on this tackle. He beats him clean, and he gets the pressure. And that's a stunt that allowed an edge player to take an inside go on this tackle here. Now, we had a field day on this kid, but this is a good pressure, good stunt. And we get both of our edge players they had inside goes on their tackles. So they're letting him take an inside go on this tackle. They're letting him take an inside go because these guys are both containing, right? This guy can take an inside go. This guy can take an inside go. He's containing. As a defensive end, you like this because it gives you a chance to finally go inside of an offensive tackle. We drop our nose guard and we get pressure. That's a scheme stunt. No one really just beat a guy. Scheme.
Yeah, so it looked like that was Taylor Upshaw that they backed out of there. I was saying, man, who do they have as a defensive tackle that they want to drop out into?
Well, that's why you recruit athletic guys, Denny.
Yeah,
that's why you recruit athletic guys, and you do stuff like that. But what they were doing was they were putting a lot of edge players in at the 3 technique and 1 technique positions on pass situations. Take a look at All's catch. Cade puts this ball right in a small window here. There's a small window there. He throws it away. It's just like basketball, Denny. This kind of a pass, you just want to throw it away from the defender. Not so much to your guy, away from the defender. He's got a small window down there. He throws it low because he has to throw it low, away from the defender. Alls makes a nice catch. Nice run, secure the ball. People like to strip it from behind. Let's get in the second half. There's some plays I liked.
While you're looking for that, I wonder this. I just thought about Cade McNamara, thinking back and watching the game on Saturday because he threw one to All where the guy was draped all over him and the defender was able to get in and knock the ball away from All. And on that one, he threw such a nice pass and All went down and was able to grab that one. But the guy was right on him. I wonder, Cade seems like, and I don't know if that's a good thing to have, being able to deliver the ball when somebody looks like they're completely covered and throwing them the ball, or should he be coming off that player and looking for somebody else? I know it worked right there, but it seems to me that just flashed across my mind that Cade might throw the ball when somebody's covered. I guess it's a pretty good thing to be able to do where you can have the ball placement and where you still give somebody a chance when it's covered, but they could also knock it away. Of course, they get intercepted. I wonder if he should have come off that particular.
Yeah, I don't know how much time, maybe because it was such a short throw, Denny. It was only probably 10 yards from him. He could be real accurate with that short throw. I don't know. He made the decision quickly. This is another power play that's run beautifully. We got the young back in there, Stokes. Let's go through it. Now we get the nice down block here. These guys, we just do such a good job, point of attack. We want movement, Denny. We want to move this guy right here. You got it? We want to knock him into the referee right here. Okay, so we're going to pull. Now we're pulling the backside guard and the backside tackle. We're pulling Keegan and we're pulling Jones. This is why I like the athletic tackle. We're pulling the backside. Now, who's in the game? Is that JJ in the game?
That's Stokes, the freshman.
Oh, but who's the quarterback?
Oh, sorry. That's JJ.
That's JJ. Okay, this is again. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're pulling the backside guard. He gets a nice kick out, and Jones is reading his block. How is this guy taking on our guard? He sees Keegan's going to kick him out, so he's going to lead through. The back is reading the block. Jones blocks him real nice.
Yeah, he did.
And so that is a perfectly well executed play. The thing why I wanted to see who the quarterback is, and this is what these guys are going to looking at, is when JJ's in the game, how much of this backside defense is honoring the fake that he might pull it out here. You understand what I'm saying, Denny?
Sure.
See, when Cade's in the game to compare to when JJ's in the game, look how this guy's fanning out. Look at are these guys fanning out more, with JJ in the game? So anyway, this is a well-executed play. I wanted to show it. I like the young back in there.
Yeah.
It was a good deal. Well-run play. Let's get to okay, here's
a great job by Trente Jones. And Zach Zinter is a good athlete. You can see him. We know how good he is, probably their best offensive lineman. But man, that was some good footwork and being able to get down the line like that and get to the second level by Trente Jones. Nice.
Yeah, that's that's why you want athletic tackles. That's why everybody wants these big guys that can still run, and listen, it was his first start. Some questions, pass protection at times, but I like the way he runs the darn power play. He's in there because he can do that. This is they ran this play early in the game. Okay, Michigan did. And this kid right here is the key guy that we're reading. JJ is going to read this kid. Earlier in the game, Michigan ran this play, and he came up and he took the quarterback. He honored the quarterback, and we ran the ball in here for about 3 yards with the back. That's what the kid did early in the game. Okay. Now this is same quarterback. JJ's in the game, and JJ was in there then. So this is a Michigan play. Maryland runs the hell out of this play. Penn State runs this play. We're going to see it a lot. We're good at we got to be able to defend it. So what's happening here right now? The ball is in. JJ's got the ball into the gut of the running back, and he's reading this kid right here. Shoemaker is reading this kid right here. They're both reading this kid. If he comes upfield, JJ is going to give him the ball. If he sits at the line of scrimmage, JJ is going to pull the ball out. Okay, now let's look at the formation real quick. They got a lot of defense over here still. We got an unbalanced formation. We only got a guard and a tackle here, and we got 4 receivers on this side. But we're still running the ball over here. Okay, even though they got 3 defenders there. So JJ is reading this kid at the line of scrimmage. He comes underneath. So he's going to pull it out. And now we get a nice block on Shoemaker. And this is the stuff that you're just not going to get from Cade McNamara. You're just not going to get it. JJ can run. He outruns a safety here for a touchdown. Okay. But the question that I want everyone to understand is when you know you're defending JJ and you keep doing stuff like this, teams are going to work on taking him away. They're going to probably defend and play games. If I was coaching Michigan's defense, and I know Iowa and some of these people, they're going to be a lot smarter and do things. They're going to play games with this kid. Okay, if I was coaching this defense, I would play games with him to make it hard for his read, to try to put the quarterback in conflict, to try to create problems here, to get fake like I'm coming and sitting on that line, and then at the last second pop up and maybe work upfield on that tight end. And Iowa will do those kind of things. That's why I just want people to be a little cautious about the success we have on some of these plays. I love it. JJ can do it. It's a beautiful thing. I don't want him getting hit. But any thoughts on that play, Denny?
Yeah, well, he looked like number 9 from the Ravens there, the way he ran that. And the speed is the thing that jumps out there. There's a lot of guys that I have seen run that where they're, reading the defensive end there. But there's not a lot of guys that hit the second level of the defense and have that kind of athleticism that and that jumps out. That jumps out. McCarthy, everything that he did on Saturday was impressive to me. So that might have been the most impressive thing. That and the throw that he made across the field.
Yeah, I'm going to show that play a little later. But running that play, Denny, that we just ran with JJ, many times he can run out of bounds, but sometimes there's going to be collisions. And those are the plays I want to limit his collision. This is this crossing pattern again, 1st and 10. They got us 3rd and 14. It happened again. It happens twice. Now you don't blame the kid. So this guy should have, in my opinion, should have, but this is how it's probably coached. It hasn't been emphasized enough. He's got to drop and then get some width. So let's run the play. He's dropping, and they're running the same crossing pattern, and this guy takes a bad angle too. Again, 15 yards, 16 yards on a little crossing pattern. It happened twice, Coach. Figure it out. Coach Clinksdale, Coach Minner. We can't be blaming kids all day, right, Denny?
It's a team effort, you know.
Anyway, I used to get mad at my coaches when they wanted to blame kids all the time. It's coaches too, man. Anyway, that's got to get corrected. That was a problem. They hit that twice on us. What else do I have here? 120.
Smith almost tore that guy apart.
All right, here's another JJ run. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how they defend it now. Same play, same stuff. And let's take a look real slow and break it down. We run the heck out of this play. People better defend it if you're going to defend JJ and Michigan in the game, when JJ's in the game. All right, same kind of deal. JJ's going to read this kid, okay? And let's see how the tight end is coming. And now he's sitting, right, Danny? So what's he going to do? Is he going to give the ball to the back, or is he going to pull it if he sits?
If he sits, he's going to take it himself.
That's right. He's going to sit. Shooney sees it. He's sitting, so he's not even going to bother him. He's not going to block him at all. And our receiver here, this is the second time this kid did this in this game. Anthony, he reads that the corner is trying to fire this gap and beat him inside. And Anthony blocks him without clipping him. That's just tough. It's close to clipping him. Don't clip him, but he blocks him. JJ reads it, pulls it out, and now, again, the tight end is saying, okay, if he sits there, I know that I don't have to block him because I know how fast JJ is. Okay, if this guy steps out, maybe he block him, but he knows how fast JJ is, and he doesn't catch. And he knows JJ outrun him, and this is a nice run in here. That play is a pain in the butt. It's one of the reasons you could make the argument for JJ to start. Okay, but it's also the same argument because he's going to take hits. You got to have the second guy ready.
Oh, I like this throw.
Okay, there's a nice throw by JJ.
Yeah, let's see that one.
Well, here's a nice run inside. I'm going to show you this play, why I like this play. This is Edwards. Okay, now the reason I like this play is this is the power play. We've got a tight double guard tackle tight end wing here. We're going to cave this whole side down in here, try to wall it down inside and kick out. We're pulling the backside guard. So this play is designed to hit in here. Okay, we got jet motion. What the jet motion does is it widens the defense. These guys are feeling this jet motion. He could pitch the ball to him, so they got to honor it a little bit. He could pitch it forward, and it could be a jet sweep this way. But these guys are kind of running out a little bit too far. Okay, we're going to the right guard is Keegan, and he's going to kick out inside here off the butt of the tight end. But the defense is running out too far. Edwards sees it. Instead of trying to force the ball in here, he cuts it back inside. Did a great job by our tight end, 84, Honigsberg. He sees, watch 84 right here. He sees this linebacker running out of there. So instead of trying to beat him to the spot here, he works inside. He seals him off inside, and now there's a nice alley in here and Edwards reads it. He sees, hey, the play's supposed to go here, but the defense is over pursuing. I'm going to cut it back inside, and that's what he does. So that's a great job by Honigberg and a great job by Edwards to read that play. Okay.
Yeah, and there was one thing watching, and there was a lot of discussion in the offseason about it, was who was going to run the ball between the tackles for Michigan, who was going to be their big back, who was going to be their short yardage back, because Haskins handled all that duty last year. There was no doubt. I don't have the sheet in front of me exactly how many carries that Edwards had, but he did most of his work right between the tackles in short yardage situations. They gave him the ball. He put his head down. He got a touchdown out of it. He got that play right there. There was a few more that he ran as well. So I don't know if he put his hand up and said, that's the role that I want, or he was just having success, but they certainly went to it.
Okay, I want to show you this play, and this is this play is the argument for JJ, because Cade McNamara cannot do what happens on this play, and that's fine. That's fine, but I want to show you it. This is just a straight drop. We're under center. We did run a little bit with a fullback today, but we're under center, and our tackles get beat at the top. Our guard is getting beat down here. Our guard is getting beat. Our tackle's getting beat. Not very good from either of them. But JJ senses the pressure, and look at the athletic ability. You just can't coach that. And he gets outside of the defense, and he throws the ball for a completion. This is the argument for JJ that it's right there right in front of your eyes that you can't coach speed. Our guys get beat. He makes something out of nothing instead of a sack. He turns it into a big run. Nice catch by Stokes. And I'm going to show you the last play why I won both quarterbacks. This is the last play I'll have here, Denny, when we get down in here. Let's see, 150. Okay, I'm going to show you why I won two quarterbacks. On the roster, playing, ready to go. Okay, this play right here. Now, we are on the, this is 4th and goal. This is a play. We got two receivers here, and we got a tight end here and a receiver. This is a formation we could run on 1st down against Penn State. We could run this at any time against Michigan State. Okay, but when you bring Orgy in the game, okay, when you bring the young guy in the game, everybody here knows it's run. Michigan State will know it's run. Penn State will know it's a run. Everybody will know it's a run. Okay, I call this quarterback power. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to block this side down, and we're going to pull these two backside guards. The backside guard and tackle. Now, and then an influence block, Danny, we're going to have this guy, instead of blocking down, we have him come out here and take an outside release. And the reason they do that is they want to widen this guy. See, if he takes an outside release, this guy doesn't know if it's some type of a quarterback run outside here. So he has to kind of honor it for a second. He's honoring the Honigberg outside step. But what that does is it widens it for these guys to trap him. So now he's too far. This guy's too far out of position, and now we can trap him. And this guy's going to look inside for a well-run football play for a touchdown. Okay, did you see that play, Danny? Are you understanding it?
Yeah, no, it was nice. It's a nice way to look at, the way you're setting up your opponents like that. Then you're coming in and smashing them. And Orgy did a nice job getting in there and then finishing off the run too.
Yeah, this is an influence block to get this guy to widen a little bit. Okay, this guy does a nice job blocking him. He's out of, but we helped him with the influence. And then Jones is coming in here leading through. But this guy right here is a freshman quarterback. So this means when he's in the game, everybody in the stand knows this is what's happening. Okay? And what I want to see Michigan do is we could run this play with Cade McNamara right here. Now, because if you have two, he's expendable. You could run this play with J.G. McCarthy now on 1st down. But when you bring this kid in the game, everybody knows it's a run. You follow me why I want two, Denny?
Well,
if somebody gets hit, if Cade gets hit, guess what? We got JJ. If JJ runs this play on 1st down, I want to run this play against Penn State with JJ in the game or Cade in the game. I'm going to leave it on that. That's the end of my telestrator for today. I don't want to run it with the freshman where the whole county knows it's a run.